Lesson 104, Echo. Catherine, this is a good time to review the pronunciation of the letter ki, or chi. As I say our new word for this lesson, notice that I'm saying sort of a ch sound in the back of my mouth. Not too rough, but just a gentle sound, like echo. And so the purpose for that is it helps distinguish it from the letter kappa.
And that's very important because as the students move forward and get more and more vocabulary, there will be more and more words that it's very important to know whether it's a ki or a kappa that we're dealing with. And so, again, establishing those good habits of pronunciation early will save a lot of pain later.
Yeah, that's a key point that you've made. So I guess you could say we have an echo in here. Here. Because our new word sounds like echo. And so the stem is epsilon and chi, or ki. And to that we add the personal endings. So first person singular, we add omega and we get echo. Second person singular, we add the ace ending, which is epsilon iota sigma. And that gives us eches, and so on and so forth.
And this verb is an action verb, and so this is an opportunity for our listeners to use that direct object form that they learned in the last lesson.
And I just want to echo that point you just made, Catherine. Because our new verb is something that you can do to something, right? You can have, a horse, have a cat. And so that's why this verb is here in this lesson. It's, I'm introducing it here so that the reader can practice direct objects at this point in the book. So let's take a look at our example sentences. Echo ton hipon. The verb is echo, that means I have. And then hipon is the word for horse, but it's got that special direct object ending. Instead of hippos, it's hippon. And the article has changed from ho to ton. So ton hippon means the horse, but in a direct object kind of way. So echo ton hippon says, I have the horse.
And then in our second example sentence, Cadmos ton ailuron eche. Cadmus has the cat. Again, ton ailuron is the direct object of eche. And so it has that direct object form with the article ton and the ending on instead of os.
In the third example sentence, uk means not. Echomen means we have. And then hipon is the direct object. Notice that there is no article with it, so we'll translate hipon as a horse, and so that sentence says, we do not have a horse. So, Catherine, before we go, let's take a quick look at exercises 1 and 2, and let's compare them because they're the same sentence structurally, but with one very important difference. One of them has an action verb, one has a verb of being.
And that changes the noun that they go with as well.
Exactly. So in one of them we have ailuron, which is cat, but in direct object form. But in the other one we have ailuros, which is just the regular normal form for the word cat.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference? Why ailuron in one of them, but ailuros in the other? Because
the verbs, as you said, are different. So in exercise 1, echo ailuron, the subject is I, because echo is the form of the verb that needs first person, singular, I. So I have. Ailuron is the direct object, and therefore it has the direct object form, ailuron, not ailuros. So I have a cat, because there's no article. Whereas in exercise 2, a me is a verb of being, I am. And so here we have the subject in the verb again, I am. And then we have a predicate nominative. We have ailuros, which is just going to use the regular form of the noun.
So in number 1, we have an action verb with a direct object. So we have ailuron. In the second one, we have a verb of being. Someone's just being something, and so that generates a predicate nominative. So crucial difference there between 1 and 2. So as you translate numbers 1 and 2, be sure to catch that crucial difference between the two of them. Those two exercises are great for studying the concept of the difference between a direct object and a predicate nominative.